Yes.
Just regarding this, if the family was out of love for them, it's trying to prevent them. Instead, the situation arises where they inform the kuffar or the police and cause the brother to be arrested and go to prison for that reason. Is this serious?
This is very serious. Yeah, this is very serious because we have a problem now where some people cannot see the enemy in front of them, and they are seeing, their friends as enemies and their enemies as friends. Okay, so a complete breakdown of al-wala wal-bara. So you have the open enemy to Islam, the open crusader trying to destroy Islam, and they're declaring their war, openly, publicly to everybody for the world to see. I'm talking about here the British government, for example, the American government, Australian government, the Israeli government, these people. Okay, and let's use the Israeli government as an example. Okay, because nobody can be confused about their position and their war against Islam. And only a fool will think that Britain and America are any different in the first place. So if somebody, Muslim in Israel, or it's called occupied Palestine really, he reported their son or their husband to the Israeli police because that their brother or their husband or their son wanted to either go to jihad or just wanted to make hijrah to live under Islam, something like this. And they handed him over to the Israeli police. That is called at-tawalli, allying with the open enemy to Islam and helping them in their war against Islam. Nobody will help a shaitan in their war against Islam unless that they have broken their allegiance to Islam and given allegiance to the disbelievers, because it's impossible. You can't be on both sides. You can't say, I'm with the Muslims, but I help the kuffar destroy Islam, okay, to kill the Muslims. That doesn't make sense. You can't mix between the two. Okay, we say لا يجتمع في قلبه حب لأخيه وحب لعدو الأخي. There's no way to be combined in one heart. This is a hadith of a companion, Abdullah bin Mas'ud, I believe. He said, no way to be combined in one heart, love for his brother and love for the enemy of his brother. You can't have that. Al-wala wal-bara is clear. You either have total love with your heart and support with your tongue and your limbs for Islam exclusively, or you offer some of that love for the kuffar and so you negate your love for Islam. Okay? Or you offer some of that support with your tongue and your limbs to the enemies of Islam, and so you've negated your allegiance to Islam. That's called the treason or the treachery. Okay, and in fact, even in the UK, they have something called treason. If you were to help the enemies of Britain, to defeat the British soldiers or British, armies, in the UK, I believe they still have capital punishment apparently in the books. Although I think they implement it for a long time, but they still have that because they understand that is called treason. Even if they say, yeah, but the French are good. The good friends. In the past, if you helped the French against the British, against the English, that's treason. They will treat them as complete traitor to their own country. And the same thing in Islam. We don't have a nation based upon where you are geographically in the UK or wherever. Your nation is the Muslims. We are one ummah. Okay? We are one ummah. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. The believers are brotherhood. Okay, in هذه أمتهم أمة واحدة. This ummah of yours is one ummah, one nation, the ummah of the Muslims. So the one who betrays the Muslims, helping the kuffar against the Muslims, helping the kuffar in their war against Islam, trying to defeat Islam, they have left the fold of Islam by allying with them. The way Allah Ta'ala says, يَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تَتَّخِذُوا الْيَهُودَ وَالنَّصَارَ أَوْلِيَاءَ. He said, oh, you who believe, don't take the Jews and Christians as allies. Okay, بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ. They are only allies to one another. I mean, how can you be allied to them, okay, unless you're one of them? So he said, وَمَن يَتَوَلَّهُ مِنْكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. So whoever among you allied with them against Islam, he is one of them. Okay, so it is possible for any Muslim to do something like this. They are committing an act of apostasy. Yes.